What does axis in pandas mean? Here is my code to generate a data frame. Then I got the data frame. When I type the command, I got. According to the reference of pandas, axis equals 1 stands for columns, and I expect the result of the command to be. So here is my question. What does axis in pandas mean?
It specifies the axis along which the means are computed. By default, axis equals 0. This is consistent with the numpy.mean usage when axis is specified explicitly. In numpy.mean, axis equals none by default, which computes the mean value over the flattened array, in which axis equals 0 along the rows, namely, index in pandas, and axis equals 1 along the columns. For added clarity, one may choose to specify axis equals index, instead of axis equals 0, or axis equals columns, instead of axis equals 1.
These answers do help explain this, but it still isn't perfectly intuitive for a non-programmer, i.e. someone like me who is learning Python for the first time in context of data science coursework. I still find using the terms along or for each WRT to rows and columns to be confusing. What makes more sense to me is to say it this way. Axis 0 will act on all the rows in each column. Axis 1 will act on all the columns in each row. So a mean on axis 0 will be the mean of all the rows in each column, and a mean on axis 1 will be a mean of all the columns in each row. Ultimately, this is saying the same thing as it thinks Sachin and at Michael, but in a way that is easier for me to internalize.
Let's visualize. You're gonna remember always. In pandas, axis equals 0 means along indexes. It's a row-wise operation. Suppose to perform concat operation on dataframe 1 in dataframe 2. We will take dataframe 1 and take out first row from dataframe 1 and place into the new df. Then we take out another row from dataframe 1 and put into new df. We repeat this process until we reach to the bottom of dataframe 1. Then, we do the same process for dataframe 2. Basically, stacking dataframe 2 on top of dataframe 1 or vice versa. E.g. making a pile of books on a table or floor. Axis equals 1 means along columns. It's a column-wise operation. Suppose to perform concat operation on dataframe 1 in dataframe 2. We will take out the first complete column aka first series of dataframe 1 and place into new df. Then we take out the second column of dataframe 1 and keep adjacent to it, sideways. We have to repeat this operation until all columns are finished. Then, we repeat the same process on dataframe 2. Basically, stacking dataframe 2 sideways. E.g. arranging books on a bookshelf. More to it, since arrays are better representations to represent a nested n-dimensional structure compared to matrices. So below can help you more to visualize how axis plays an important role when you generalize to more than one dimension. Also, you can actually print/write/draw/visualize any n-dim array, but writing or visualizing the same in a matrix representation 3dim is impossible on a paper more than 3 dimensions.
Axis refers to the dimension of the array. In the case of PD.dataframe's axis equals 0 is the dimension that points downwards and axis equals 1 the one that points to the right. Example, think of an array with shape 3, 5, 7. A is a three-dimensional array, i.e. it has three axes. Axes is plural of axis. The configuration of A will look like 3 slices of bread where each slice is of dimension 5 by 7. A 0, column, will refer to the 0th slice, a 1, column, will refer to the 1st slice, etc. A .sum axis equals 0 will apply sum along the 0th axis of A. You will add all the slices and end up with one slice of shape, 5, 7. A .sum axis equals 0 is equivalent to B and a .sum axis equals 0 will both look like this. In a PD.dataframe, axes work the same way as in numpy.arrays. Axis equals 0 will apply sum or any other reduction function for each column. NB in its Sang Sao Chen's answer, I find the phrases along the rows and along the columns slightly confusing. Axis equals 0 should refer to along each column, and axis equals 1 along each row.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.